the silent power within. There's a force inside you that speaks louder than any words ever could, a force that commands both fear and respect without you having to utter a single syllable. This is the silent power of presence. It's an energy that radiates from deep within, one that can shape how the world perceives you. Think about the most powerful leaders, the legendary warriors, the icons who leave a lasting impression without needing to say a word. What do they have in common? It's not just their titles, their wealth, or their skills. It's their mastery of this silent power. This power doesn't come from aggression, arrogance, or loudness. It comes from understanding and controlling the energy that lives within you. People can feel confidence before you even open your mouth. They can sense insecurity, doubt, and fear from the way you stand, the way you move, the way you simply exist in a room. That's why it's crucial to master your inner state first, because when your energy is strong and grounded, the outer world naturally responds to you with respect and sometimes even fear. Imagine walking into a room and immediately capturing the attention of everyone there. Not because you demanded it, but because your very presence demands it. That's the essence of silent power. It's the quiet force that makes others straighten up, adjust their posture, and take notice. It's the energy that makes them think twice before challenging you, that makes them wonder what you're capable of. And the best part? It doesn't require you to prove anything. It doesn't require you to show off or shout. It requires only that you know who you are and that you stand firmly in that knowledge. This silent power starts with self-awareness. It starts with knowing your worth, your strengths, and your weaknesses. It starts with accepting yourself fully, flaws and all, and refusing to let the opinions of others shake you. When you're comfortable in your own skin, when you know what you bring to the table, you exude an aura of confidence that words could never match. People sense that. They respect it, they may even fear it, because they can't quite figure you out, and that mystery makes you powerful. Think of a lion in the wild. It doesn't need to roar to remind others it's a predator. Its mere presence, its calm confidence, and its unbothered demeanor let every creature in the jungle know it's a force to be reckoned with. That's the kind of presence you need to cultivate in your own life. A presence that tells the world you're not to be underestimated. A presence that commands respect without demanding it. A presence that inspires fear in the hearts of those who might seek to challenge you, simply because they can sense the power you hold inside. So today, as we dive into this journey, remember this. The greatest power is often the quietest. It's the force that doesn't need to shout because it already knows its worth. It's the energy that doesn't have to prove itself because it's already proven. That's the silent power within you. And it's time to awaken it. The power of posture. Stand tall, shoulders back, chin up. These simple yet powerful adjustments can completely transform the way the world perceives you, and more importantly, the way you perceive yourself. Your posture is a silent yet potent language, one that speaks before your mouth ever opens. It's a message that says, I am strong, I am confident, I am in control. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how a person's posture can reveal so much about them before they say a single word? The way they walk, the way they hold their head, the way they sit, it all sends powerful signals to everyone around them. A slouched posture, eyes cast downward, shoulders drooping, that's the posture of defeat, of insecurity, of fear. It's the posture that invites others to walk all over you, to question your strength, to see you as easy prey. On the other hand, when you stand tall and carry yourself with confidence, you send a very different message. You tell the world that you are not to be underestimated. You show that you believe in yourself, and that alone commands respect. Think about the way a lion moves through the savannah. It doesn't need to roar or charge around to prove its strength. Its posture, the steady, deliberate stride, the head held high, the relaxed but powerful shoulders, tells every other creature who's in charge. That's the kind of presence you want to cultivate. When you walk into a room, walk like you own it. Not with arrogance, but with quiet, unshakable confidence. Let every step you take remind you, and everyone watching, that you are in command of yourself and your world. It's not just about standing tall. It's about aligning your body with the strength you hold inside. It's about being intentional with every movement. When you walk, walk with purpose. When you sit, sit like you deserve to be there. When you stand still, let your posture be a testament to your inner power. This is how you create an aura of respect without even opening your mouth. But posture isn't just about impressing others. it's also about impressing yourself. Research shows that adopting a strong, upright posture can actually change your own mental state. It can make you feel more confident, more powerful, more capable. It's a feedback loop. Stand tall, feel strong, act strong, and the world responds in kind. So pay attention to the way you hold yourself, because your posture is one of the first things people notice, and once they notice, they start making judgments about your strength, your confidence, your worthiness of respect. Don't give them a reason to doubt you. Show them through the silent language of your posture that you are someone to be respected, someone who carries power and presence. Remember, a warrior's posture is never casual, never careless. It's intentional, it's controlled, it's powerful, and it's yours to master. The eyes speak louder than words. If you look a person in the eye, and you're already communicating more than you realize. The eyes are windows to the soul, and they're the most powerful tools you have to command fear and respect without saying a single word. Think about it. A single glance can make a person feel intimidated, seen, respected, or challenged. Your eyes can project power, confidence, and unwavering focus. And when you learn to master the silent language of the eyes, you become a force to be reckoned with. In every room you enter, your eyes are the first line of silent communication. They reveal your strength or your weakness. Darting eyes, shifting gaze, or avoiding eye contact altogether shows insecurity. It tells the world that you doubt yourself, that you're hiding something, that you're afraid. But a steady, unflinching gaze says, I am here. I am not afraid. I see you. That's the look that makes people pause, think twice before crossing you, and often respect you before you've even opened your mouth. Think of the greatest leaders and warriors throughout history. They all had that gaze, that calm, unwavering eye contact that demanded respect and made others believe in their strength. It wasn't arrogance, it was certainty. They knew who they were, and their eyes reflected that. That's the kind of presence you need to cultivate. But it's not just about staring people down or trying to intimidate them. That's a sign of insecurity, not strength. True power in the eyes comes from composure and intention. It's about looking at others with a sense of inner calm, of knowing your worth and your purpose. It's about seeing others but never letting them unseat you. It's about letting them know that you're not afraid of who they are, because you know who you are. When you're in conversation, hold eye contact. Not in a forced, aggressive way, but in a way that shows you're fully present, fully engaged, and fully in control. When you're in a crowd, let your eyes scan the room with purpose. Don't shy away from meeting someone's gaze. Let them see that you are not to be underestimated. Let them feel that you're watching, aware, and unafraid. Your eyes can also reflect your emotional state. If you're nervous, your eyes will betray you. If you're angry, your eyes can burn like fire. But if you're calm, collected, and in control, your eyes will reflect that too. And that's the kind of energy that earns respect. Train yourself to master your emotions so that your eyes never reveal fear or doubt. Remember, the eyes are the silent messengers of the soul. They can speak volumes without uttering a word. They can command a room, win an ally, or silence an enemy. Use them wisely, because when your eyes project strength, confidence, and unwavering self-belief, the world can't help but respect you, and sometimes even fear you. The language of movement. Every movement you make, no matter how small, speaks volumes. The way you walk, the way you sit, the way you use your hands. These are all powerful, silent messages that can either command respect or invite doubt. To master the art of commanding fear and respect without saying a word, you must learn to move with intention. Because your body language is a language all on its own, and it's one that people read instinctively, often before you even realize it. Think about the most respected individuals you know. How do they move? You'll notice they rarely fidget. They don't rush. They don't shrink. And they certainly don't make themselves small. Instead, they move with purpose. Their gestures are controlled, deliberate. Every step they take seems to have a destination. Every action seems to have a reason. That's the kind of movement that captures attention, that demands respect, that keeps others on their toes. Your movements should reflect your inner strength. Avoid nervous habits, tapping your foot, playing with your hands, shifting your weight constantly. These unconscious habits send signals of anxiety and insecurity. When you fidget, you're telling the world that you're unsure of yourself, that you're not in control. Instead, train yourself to move with calm precision. Stand still when you need to stand, sit tall when you need to sit. Walk with a steady, confident pace. like someone who knows exactly where they're going and why. And remember, less is more. When it comes to commanding presence, subtlety is powerful. Big, exaggerated gestures can come off as desperate or attention-seeking. Small, intentional movements show confidence and control. For example, instead of waving your arms around when you're making a point, use a simple, decisive hand gesture. Instead of pacing nervously, plant your feet and own your space. Let your stillness be a message in itself. I'm not afraid. I'm here. I'm unshakable. One of the most powerful things you can do is to claim your space. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. Expand your presence with your posture and your movements. When you enter a room, move in as though you belong there. When you sit at a table, sit like you deserve to be there. Don't hunch or curl up or fold yourself away. Instead, let your body language say, "This space is mine, and I am not afraid to take it." Your movements should align with your intentions. Move with purpose, because when you do, you radiate power. You let others know that you're in control of yourself, and by extension, the world around you. This is how you command respect, without having to utter a single word. So today, pay attention to how you move. Train yourself to move with strength, purpose, and calm assurance. Let every step, every gesture, every shift of your body be a testament to the power that resides within you. Because when your movements are strong and intentional, they speak a language that everyone understands and that no one can ignore. The aura of presence. There's a certain aura, an intangible energy that surrounds those who command fear and respect without saying a word. This aura isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. It's the quiet power that comes from being grounded, from knowing who you are and what you stand for. And it radiates from you long before you open your mouth. So what is this aura of presence? It's the silent strength that makes people sit up and pay attention when you walk into a room. It's the force that makes others instinctively step aside, knowing you carry something they can't quite define, but can't ignore either. It's the magnetic pull of confidence and self-respect that sets you apart from the crowd. Presence is not about being the loudest voice in the room or the one who demands attention through noise. In fact, the opposite is often true. Presence is about being calm, centered, and unshakable in who you are. It's the energy that says, "I don't need to prove myself, because I already know my worth." It's the stillness that others feel, even in your silence. Imagine a mountain standing tall, unmoved by the wind and the storms that surround it. That's the energy you want to embody. When you cultivate this presence, people can sense it immediately. It's in the way you stand, the way you breathe, the way you simply exist in a space. You don't shrink to make others comfortable, nor do you puff yourself up to overshadow them. You simply are, and that is enough. Presence also means being fully engaged in the moment. When you're with someone, be fully with them. No distractions, no phones, no wandering thoughts. When you speak, speak with intention. When you listen, listen deeply. This focused, undivided attention makes people feel seen and respected, and in return, they respect you. It tells them that you value yourself and your time enough to be present, and that is a powerful statement without any words at all. To cultivate this presence, start by grounding yourself. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Own the space you occupy. Let your energy expand naturally without forcing it. Trust that who you are is enough. When you walk into a room, let your energy fill it, not through noise or exaggeration, but through the quiet certainty that you belong there. Remember, presence is a practice. It's a daily commitment to showing up in your life with strength and intention. It's a choice to own your energy and let it speak for you, because when you master the aura of presence, you'll find that you can command fear and respect without ever having to raise your voice. The world will listen, because your energy speaks louder than words ever could. The power of silence. Silence is one of the most powerful tools you can use to command fear and respect without saying a word. In a world that's constantly talking, constantly explaining, constantly trying to fill every gap with noise, silence stands out. It draws attention, creates curiosity, and even makes people uneasy, because it challenges them to confront their own thoughts and emotions. Think about it. When you remain silent in a moment when others expect you to speak, it creates a tension that speaks volumes. Silence forces people to wonder what's going on in your mind. It makes them question what you're thinking, what you're planning, and why you're choosing not to speak. That uncertainty alone can command both fear and respect. But silence is more than just a strategic pause. It's a sign of strength. Weak people rush to fill the silence with explanations, excuses, and nervous chatter. They fear the quiet because it exposes their insecurities. But strong people embrace the silence. They know that they don't need to explain themselves to everyone, that their presence alone is enough to make a statement. They understand that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Silence can also be a shield. It protects you from saying something you might regret. It gives you time to think, to process, to observe. It allows you to stay calm and composed in situations where others might lose their heads. When emotions are high, silence can be the difference between control and chaos. It's the pause that keeps you grounded. Mastering silence also means learning when to use it. In conversations, let silence be your ally. When someone challenges you, don't feel pressured to respond immediately. Let the silence hang in the air and watch how it unsettles them. Let it be a reminder that you're not afraid to let things settle, to hold your ground without reacting. That kind of composure commands deep respect. Silence also amplifies your words when you finally do speak, because when you choose your words carefully and sparingly, each one carries more weight. People listen more intently because they know you don't waste words. You're not trying to impress them with endless talk. You're letting your words do the work they're meant to do. But silence isn't just about external situations. It's also about mastering your inner world. When you learn to silence the noise inside your own mind, the doubts, the fears, the insecurities, you become unshakable. You learn to trust yourself. You learn to be at peace with yourself. And that inner peace radiates outward, making others respect your calmness. So, embrace the power of silence. Let it be your shield, your sword, your secret weapon. In a world that's always talking, the one who masters silence commands a presence that cannot be ignored. And that, my friend, is how you command fear and respect without saying a single word. Eyes that speak volumes. They say that the eyes are the windows to the soul. And when it comes to commanding fear and respect without saying a word, your eyes are one of your most powerful tools. A single glance can speak volumes, conveying strength, confidence, and unwavering self-belief. Mastering the language of the eyes can transform the way people perceive you without ever opening your mouth. When you walk into a room, make eye contact that is steady but not aggressive. Let your eyes rest calmly on those around you, showing them that you see them, but that you're not afraid of being seen yourself. This is a sign of inner strength and composure, a silent message that says, I am here, I am present, and I am not intimidated. People respect that kind of energy because it radiates quiet confidence. Eye contact is not just about looking at someone, it's about looking through them with a sense of purpose and intention. Let your eyes communicate that you're fully engaged, that you're aware of what's happening around you, and that you're not easily swayed or distracted. This kind of focused gaze makes people think twice before underestimating you. Avoid darting your eyes around nervously. It signals anxiety and insecurity. People pick up on that instantly and treat you accordingly. Instead, practice holding eye contact for just a beat longer than feels comfortable. This subtle shift can make a huge difference in how others perceive your confidence and authority. Your eyes should also reflect your emotions, but with control. For example, if you're in a tense situation, let your eyes show calm determination rather than panic. Let them be the anchor that others look to for reassurance. Even when you're feeling uncertain inside, train your eyes to project steadiness. Because the eyes don't just reflect your emotions, they also shape how you feel. When you project calm and strength through your eyes, you begin to feel that way inside too. Remember, commanding fear and respect is not about being intimidating or cold. It's about being strong, sure of yourself, and unafraid of connection. Your eyes can show empathy and warmth without sacrificing authority. A soft gaze at the right moment can diffuse tension, while a firm, steady stare can stop disrespect in its tracks. Mastering the language of the eyes also means knowing when to look away. Sometimes, looking away deliberately, without rushing, can show that you are in control of the conversation. It says, I decide where my attention goes. And that in itself is a powerful statement. So, use your eyes wisely. Let them reflect your strength, your composure, and your unshakable self-belief. Because when your eyes speak the language of confidence, others listen, even if you never utter a single word. In this way, you command fear and respect in the most subtle and powerful way imaginable, with a single, steady gaze. Actions that speak louder than words. When it comes to commanding fear and respect without saying a word, the final and perhaps most important step is letting your actions speak for you. Actions are the most powerful language you have, and they don't require explanation. People might doubt your words, but they can't deny what they see you do. When your actions align with your values and your goals, they send a message that no speech can ever fully capture. Think about the people you admire the most. Chances are, it's not their talk that made you respect them, it's what they did. It's the way they carried themselves, the way they handled challenges, the way they showed up even when no one was watching. That's what leaves a mark. That's what commands respect. When you walk with purpose, literally and figuratively, people notice. It's not about arrogance or aggression. It's about moving with intention. Every step you take should feel grounded, deliberate, and in line with your principles. Whether you're walking into a meeting, stepping onto a stage, or just moving through your day, let your posture, your stride, and your energy show that you know exactly where you're going and that you're not afraid to get there. In your work, be consistent. Let excellence be your silent advocate. Don't cut corners or make excuses. Instead, be the person whose work speaks for itself, who consistently delivers even when no one else is paying attention. That quiet reliability commands respect because people know they can count on you. In a world full of empty promises, a person of action stands out. Also, pay attention to how you treat others. Your respect for others speaks volumes about your character, and your willingness to stand up for yourself when needed shows that you value yourself too. Don't let anyone disrespect you, but don't go around demanding respect either. Earn it by the way you treat people, by the way you hold your ground, and by the way you stay true to your values. When you face challenges or setbacks, let your resilience do the talking. Show up, keep going, let people see that nothing can shake your foundation. The way you handle adversity says more about you than any speech ever could. When people see that you're unbreakable, they'll respect you without you ever needing to ask for it. Above all, remember that actions rooted in authenticity are the most powerful. Don't try to mimic someone else's path or posture. Find your own way. Be true to who you are. Because when your actions are genuine, they carry a strength that can't be faked. People can sense authenticity from a mile away, and they respect it. So let your actions be the final word. Move through the world with integrity, purpose, and unwavering determination. Let people see, without you having to say a thing, that you are a force to be reckoned with. That's how you command fear and respect, through the language of action that leaves no doubt about who you are and what you stand for. In this journey to command fear and respect without uttering a single word, you've discovered the power that lies within you. You've learned that respect isn't something you ask for or demand. It's something you earn through presence, consistency, and authenticity. It's not about intimidation or aggression. It's about becoming so grounded in who you are that people naturally recognize your strength and self-belief. You now understand that your posture is a silent statement of your confidence. The way you walk into a room, the way you hold your head high, the way you breathe, these are not just physical acts. They're a reflection of the unshakable confidence you carry within. Every step, every movement, is a silent testament to the power you hold over your own destiny. You've discovered the power of your eyes, the way they can command a room, challenge disrespect, and offer warmth when needed. You've learned to harness silence, to let it become your shield and your sword. In a world of noise, your calm presence stands out, making people pause and wonder what drives that quiet strength. You've realized that respect doesn't come from explaining yourself to everyone. It comes from living your truth and letting your actions do the talking. It's the way you rise after every setback, the way you choose integrity over convenience, and the way you refuse to let the opinions of others define your worth. It's about being so secure in who you are that you don't need validation from anyone else. Commanding fear and respect is not about controlling others. It's about mastering yourself. It's about understanding that your presence alone, when rooted in authenticity, carries more weight than any speech you could give. When you live in alignment with your values and carry yourself with quiet conviction, people take notice. They sense your strength and they respond with the respect you've earned. As you move forward, remember that this journey is not a performance. It's not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, day after day, challenge after challenge. It's about living in a way that demands respect because it's rooted in truth. So stand tall, walk with purpose, let your eyes speak with confidence, your posture radiate strength, and your silence command attention. Let your actions be so powerful, so consistent, that no one can doubt the force you represent. Because in the end, commanding fear and respect without saying a word is not about impressing others. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't have to. Remember, respect is earned in silence, fear is commanded through presence, and both are built on the foundation of self-mastery. Be that person, the one who needs no words to be heard, no explanations to be respected. Be the living example of quiet power that cannot be ignored. And when you walk into the room, let the world know, here is someone who doesn't need to say a word to be seen.